Hey there. So today's video is not exactly a good one. It's kind of a depressing one, and it's something that I'm not exactly happy to be talking about. Recently, Rin, my hamster, passed away. You guys have seen her on this channel, and she was a pretty big part of my life, so it was really sad when this happened, and I just wanted to let you know exactly what happened and share with you guys, because obviously you guys are important to me, and I feel that you should know because she's been on this channel and she was an important part of my life. So, Rin started acting really odd probably the day before I took her to the vet, but I didn't notice because I thought she was just sleeping because as she's nocturnal, you know, I just assumed. And when she hadn't moved from that spot within 24 hours, I was like, that's weird. So I went and I was looking at her. My mom came in and she's like, oh, why isn't she moving? And I was about to actually check on her, but my mom was like, oh, but she stuck her finger in and scared the crap out of Rin, and Rin rolled over, and we saw blood coming out of her rectum. So that was a very bad sign. Now, Rin was 3 years old. She was an old hamster, so it wasn't like she was super young and suddenly had a problem. She was at least 3 years old, and I don't even know how old she was when I got her. So 3-year-old hamster, she started having these problems, and I just kind of knew in the back of my head, this is it. And so I took Rin into the vet, made an appointment as soon as I discovered it. They squeezed me in as an emergency appointment. I went in, the vet examined her and said that unfortunately, because she is a small animal and how old she is, throwing antibiotics at it most likely will not work. It most likely is just going to prolong her life only for a little bit, and she might suffer. And I was not about to let my hamster suffer. I was not about to let her suffer when she gave me so much happiness, and I wanted her to go out with as little pain as possible. So the vet was like, all right, we'll make this quick and easy, and we had her euthanized. My mom was with me the whole time, so thank you to my mom for being there and supporting me, because that was hard. You know, losing an animal is not easy, and people who say that it's not a big deal, you don't have a heart. Rin passed away very peacefully. I got to take her home. They put her in a nice little box. Then they gave her a little flower to go with her, and she's currently in the garage because it's so cold that we haven't been able to bury her. So she's out in the garage, and we will bury her and give her a proper burial as soon as we are able to. Now, something else that I wanted to discuss in this video was that I adopted 3 budgies, and I mentioned it in one of my videos as well. The 3 budgies' names are Trapper, Chipper, and Captain. Trapper is white, Chipper is green, and Captain was blue. Notice that I said was. We adopted these budgies, and they didn't really show any signs of having any problems, but obviously, Captain had something wrong when we adopted him that we didn't know about. He had a bacterial infection. When we brought in the other 2 after he passed away, the vet did a swab of their beaks and discovered that there was a ton of bacteria in Trapper's beak. So obviously Captain had that, and it involved an infection. It was really weird and hard because I just adopted these budgies. We hadn't even had them for 3 weeks. I think we had him for a little over 2, a couple days over 2. And I had just seen him a half hour before, chirping, being with his 2 pals, and I go upstairs and he was dead on the floor of the cage. His body was still warm when I found him. Not like warm, but like the cold of death was starting to set in, but you could still tell that he had just passed away when I found him. So I did want to have a necropsy done, but that did not work out because he died on a Friday night and nobody was able to get to the body until Monday, which tissue starts decomposing from what the internet said at around 48 hours. So the possibility of getting him a necropsy done was going to be too difficult because the body would have already started decomposing by the time I would have got him in, and then we might not have even known what it really was. So with that in mind, I did make sure that I took the other 2 in as soon as this happened. I made an appointment, took them in, had them checked out. They gave me antibiotics. The other 2 are doing really well. They're seemingly happy. I've been giving them food, water, trying to give them attention. They're super scared, which is unfortunate because I want them to like interact with me and like care about me. So there's that. This update really sucks. I literally lost 2 pets, and I'm just having to make a video about it, which is really depressing because I deeply care for my animals and I love having them on my channel, and not having them is really hard. At least on the plus side, I got to have 3 years with Rin, and some people don't get that long with their hamsters. She was an amazing girl and I love her so much, and I'll see her again whenever I die, which who knows when that'll be. You know, with the state of the world, maybe I'll die in a nuclear explosion. Maybe 40 years I'll die from cancer. Who knows? But either way, I will see her. And that's the positive side of death. But, sorry, I gotta try to be happy somehow or else I'll just go insane. But that's basically it. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. Rin has passed away, and so has Captain. And it's sad that you guys never got to meet him. But we do have Trapper, and we have Chipper still. And obviously we have Skyla and Kahili. They are doing just fine. Everybody's good. Iggy, Zephyr, and Zane are all good. It was just the 2 deaths that happened to come around at like the same time. So that sucks. But unfortunately in life you lose people, and you lose animals, and you lose your friends. And that's how it is. It sucks, but it's reality. I'm not even gonna ask you guys to like and subscribe because that's kind of a thing that I feel like shouldn't be asked on these kind of videos. But if you did enjoy the video, even though it was depressing, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And I will see you in my next less depressing video. Have a great night, guys.